Hello, this is Barbara Shannon, and I am Chair of the Trustee Selection and Development Committee for URI, also known as TSDC. And I'm here today to talk to you about the upcoming URI election and the trustee selection process that leads to that election. So, first of all, the trustee selection process is a series of 3 steps that result in your CC joining other CCs in your region to elect 3 people to serve as URI trustees from your region. Our electing regions this year are CPAC, Asia, Africa, and Europe. What exactly does a URI trustee do? Well, we have with us today Eric Roux, who is our global chair of URI. Eric, talk to us about URI trustees. What do they do? Why are they important? Why do they matter?
Oh, thank you, Barbara. URI trustees do a lot. They do a lot, I would say, regionally and globally. Regionally, they are part of the what we call the regional leadership team, meaning that they work with the people in the region, the staff in the region, and together they contact the CCs and they are connecting the CCs between them, and they are planning what will be done in the region for the year to come, year after year. On a global level, they have a lot to do. They would participate, of course, in the Global Council meetings where all the big decisions are taken for the whole URI, and they also participate to committees. So there is a committee like yours, which is organizing the next elections. There is a committee that approves new CCs. There is a committee that works on compliance, making sure that all over the world we are compliant. There is a committee working on finance, on the budget. And moreover, trustees participate to the elaboration of the strategy for the whole network of URI. They work hand in hand with the staff, and this global movement, which is URI, is a movement of connection. So there is a connection between the most important part of URI, which are the CCs, and the global level. They also have a connection between each region. There's a connection between so many things, and for you, there's a connection with everything else. So it's a bit large what I'm saying, but basically, a trustee is representing URI and working on the strategy for everyone, and you need a good trustee to represent you. One of our trustees is representing URI at the Council of Europe. That would be an example. So he is a very good representative. He goes to the Council of Europe and he brings the voice of the European CCs to the Council of Europe. Other thing that you can do as a trustee locally is you work on the budget plan, and some of the trustees are working with the staff on organizing camps, youth camps, or they would work on a gathering of the region, and that happens often. So the trustees are involved in the organization of the gathering, and that brings many CCs from the region together. I mean, the way trustees can participate to the region growth is illimited. They can bring new CCs. They can talk about URI in the region at every level to other civil society organizations, to governmental organizations, to pan-governmental organizations. There is a lot that a trustee can do.
So if you want your CC to be very well connected to others in your region, this is the opportunity to participate in the process that will make that so. As I said, we basically have 3 steps, and right now we're going through step 1, which is certification. It is super simple. You can certify by simply typing a number into WhatsApp and answering a few questions. Or you can answer the same questions. You can request a form by email, an online interactive form. Just type in the same answers to those same questions. Or we can send you a PDF which you can print out and then you can put in with using a pen the old-fashioned way. Same simple questions. So it's really easy, but it's really important. The certification period ends next week on February 13th. So we got to get going and get your CC certified now. Or you cannot participate in nominating a great candidate from your region, and you obviously cannot participate in the election. So please certify. So step 2 is nominations. After your CC is certified, you will then be allowed to nominate a candidate to run as a trustee representing your region. You don't have to nominate a candidate. There will be many CCs in your region and candidates will be nominated, but if you want to, you can. Who will they be? Well, once the certification period ends and nomination starts, we're going to share with you the requirements and the characteristics of a URI trustee. Eric has given you just a flavor of it, but we have some very specific things that we're looking for in a URI trustee. You will know what that is, and you'll be invited to meet some of our current URI trustees in a Zoom call that we're going to hold after certification ends. And then, you may know people in your CC or in other CCs who you think would be a great candidate. You can encourage them to fill out a nomination application that we'll make available to you. Perhaps you can even see yourself as a URI trustee. Please, we encourage you to self-nominate. So also perhaps one or more of your current URI trustees, they've served only one term and they are thinking of running again. So we expect that our trustee candidates will come in all three flavors. Current trustees who are running for re-election, new candidates who are nominated by their CC, and new candidates who nominate themselves. All three are great. Lastly, step 3, the election. In May, you will have the opportunity to meet all the candidates who are running for URI trustee in your region. Your CC will have time to discuss who you think would be the best candidate to represent your region, and each CC can vote for one candidate. The 3 candidates from your region who get the most votes regionally will be elected as your new regional URI trustees. But again, only certified CCs will be allowed to vote. This is why it's critical that your CC is certified now before certification closes on February 13th next week. Once you certify, then your CC will be invited to meet current URI trustees, nominate a candidate if you choose, and vote in the May election. Okay, so enough. Obviously, please, you'll have the URI WhatsApp number, or you can request a form.
I would tell you there is not one reason why you should do the process, the full process of the election. There are several, in fact. The first one, I believe, is URI does not belong more to me, to Barbara, or even to Bishop Swing, or to anyone more than to you. It's our movement, and the way that we assume the ownership of our movement is by participating. So I want you to participate because you own this movement as much as anyone else. The second reason is if you don't participate to the whole process, then you will not be able to complain about my trustee is bad. Too bad for you, you did not participate. So if you want to be able to complain later, you need to do the whole process. And joke aside, the main reason is this one. I mean, being a trustee and representing URI at a global level is a kind of responsibility, and it's a shared responsibility. We all need to be responsible for the way we are represented. So by participating to the process, you help making sure that we have good trustees and that you will be proud of your trustees, that you will choose trustees with whom you can be in good communication, and you will feel that this is helping the whole movement and this is helping your connection with the rest of the movement. So it's super important to do the whole process. And honestly, I mean, you are a CC, you count a lot for everyone here in the network, everyone at the global level. And I hope that this process counts for you the same. And I count on you for doing it, please.
Absolutely, Eric. Beautiful. Last words. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of the CCs out there, all of you who are going to participate with us to make URI stronger, better, more impactful for all of us in the years ahead. Thank you so much.